Hey guys, let's see if we can do this. We have our dynamic movie recordings that you have done a while back, and this can be done with any kind of video recording that you have. We're going to take that video in its raw format and bring it into Premiere Pro app that you have on your desktop, and you're going to open it up and we're going to trim it down, cut out the stuff that you don't need, and let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going ahead and opening up a new project in Premiere. Click on that and waiting, and I'm going to give this a name. I'm going to call this dynamic movement. I think I spelled that right. Save it to your H drive. Find a place, create a folder if you need to, and save it here in H drive. My folder happens to be in a different place that I have set aside for rotoscoping dynamic movement, and I'm going to select that folder. Video, time code, that's good, capture format, all that's fine. I'm going to click OK and wait for this to pop up. Alright, Premiere has popped up, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to File, I'm going to go to Import. I'm going to find a video that I want to, not these videos, but I want to find a video that I want to bring in from the Animate project, or the Dynamic Movement project, sorry. So I'm going to go to, I know where I have them, hopefully yours is in your H drive, and let me find where it's at. I'm going to use a student sample here. I like this one, so I'm going to go open and import that file and wait for it while it's working. And here it is. It pops up. It's 19 seconds long. There's all sorts of weird clips of Ben doing things and people walking through the scene, and so there's some parts that we have to edit, which is fine. I'm going to take this video and I'm basically going to drop it over here into this space. And what I want to do is expand my timeline so I can get a better look at time that I want to trim. So I'm taking this right here, this little bar, and you can squeeze and expand that to see more of your timeline, less of your timeline. So there we go. And let's take a look here. See where the dynamic movement actually starts. I think that's a good place right there. They're looking pretty serious right now. So I like where that is, and so I'm going to take this and trim it down to that. So I just clicked and dragged, so I'll undo that. Over here, you have your audio and you have your video. I found the place where I want to trim it on this end, so I'm going to trim all of this out and save this at the end here. And so I'm going to go over here, you see the little red marker that pops up, and I'm going to click and drag it all the way over to that marker where I left it, and should snap into place. So now my video is cut down to that. And then once that's done, yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I can trim it, stop it, maybe like right there, and then bring it this end back to the marker. And there I have my finished video and my audio all together. I'm going to drag those back to the very front at 0, and now my clip is trimmed down to this. That looks good to me. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Export. I'm going to export this media. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to make sure that my format is H264. You can find it right here if you drop it down. Preset, I'm going to go all the way down here to YouTube 1080p, and output name. This is a good place to figure out, see if I hover over it, it shows me where it's saving to. Make sure it's saved to the right place. If it's not, click on it, locate the file where you want it to be located. Like I want this one to be located on my folder that I have designated to it, and I'm going to save it here. I already have this. This is the full length version. This is going to be the second version. So I'm going to keep the full length one just in case. I don't want to get rid of that. I'm going to call this dynamic movement, or DM, and I'm going to call this 20, what year is it? 2020. All right, and I'm going to save. And I'm going to export. And as it's exporting, I'm going to wait just a couple seconds and find out, make sure that it is where it is supposed to be. Oh, here's my folder. Here's my Premiere file. Here's my video. Let me test it out. Make sure that it looks right. Perfect. That's all we need to do. Double check your video, make sure it's all saved into the right place, and we should be good. And now we're ready to import this into Animate. Next video. Be ready.